Kaiden wants to move out because he doesn't want to hear Mama and Papa blonking. It's okay, man. We only explore Flange Palace when you're at school.
Hilarious. Like and subscribe.
Where I did not please the prostitute. And I mean, I am getting what I fucking want from that lady no matter what, right? Okay, that sounds really, really horrible. I'm gonna do it in the nice way. I'm not gonna do it in the angry way. What the hell is going on with you? Is this how they urinate? Do they just lift up a leg like fucking He's got fucking roller skates. Is this how the Krogans charge into fucking battle? I love him. Where's he going? I really hope Rex has learned this man's fucking ways when we finally get him. I didn't think I could love the Krogan more, but man, I can see why we stopped you all breeding. Imagine like thousands of little children doing that, charging down the fucking roads. Having to force that off your goddamn lawn. There's no way. I've already got the armored war clitoris. They don't need more technology. It's gonna pour tarmac in your asshole so graceful. Anus. The anus worthy of having the at the start of it. I don't know why this is the coolest anus in the world, but I feel like we need a license. Spanish
the hero
anus.
of Eden Prime.
Seasoned with all the right spices. Bringing new meaning to tapas. Pleasure's all mine.
Nice to
as
meet
long
you.
as you pleasure
And
me,
you
so
are...
get to work.
My name is Conrad.
It's the wrong kind of
Conrad
handshake.
Vernon. Do you have time for a quick autograph?
As long as I get to see my signature. I want to see how you can make Strike Shepherd look elegant. Look at that face, dude. You're not gonna get famous in life in any other fucking way. We gotta embrace this shit.
Anything for a fan.
My wife is going to be so impressed.
You actually look kinda decent. I don't know if it's only in the Legendary Edition that they kinda tried to make Conrad have none of the cons and all of the rad. Cool, not radish. Why does he seem the kind to keep a shepherd figurine in a jar, like a little homunculus? Like a little baby shepherd that he can have his way with? In the okay way, not in the sex way. I don't know what you can do to such a tiny little creature.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
That is not the voice of a Volus. That's just Jim from accounting with like the Darth Vader filter over it. Just best place to buy upgrades. Please tell me you know the significance of the jar. Is this a one man, one jar situation? Is the shepherd gonna get like a very good look at his strawberry alleyway? I don't know how good of a look that Shepard will even be able to get unless he's got like such a well-trained sphincter that he can unscrew the lid of the jar while it's deep within him. That or it just smashes. Once again, you need a very powerful sphincter. Does the sphincter break or does the glass? War never changes. Tell me about your colon and your knees.
What colon?
You innocent man. When do have I ever given off innocent vibes during my entire existence, Jamie? I don't think I have an ounce of innocence left, and I'm not sure I have since I was like 3. By the age of 6, I had 200 jars of my own. And through completely unrelated, alleged circumstance, 200 consecutive life sentences. No parole, I'm stuck in study hall. I'm the thing getting studied, mostly vivisected, for science purposes, but they eat the remains. And when they say study, it's more of a telescope being put where a telescope should never be. I don't know what they can see in there, but my tapeworm says hi. He's not being rude, he'd wave if he had the limbo faculties, but he is no more than oblong. Let me see your goods. Get naked, take off the suit. Elkos Combine. There's not a whole lot I can do with that. I was gonna try and do a big funny, but what the hell is an Elkos Combine? Every time you combine, it costs you an elk, I guess. That is the law of equivalent exchange. The recipe for a guy is water, 30 liters, carbon, some, elks, 46. And then, like all the rest, get some skin, some eyes, or wherever you need. You know, the elk can't do everything for you. He's mostly the referee. He's there to deliberate.
I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive.
Anime voice. I love how bitchy and sarcastic they all are. They all sound so fucking badass, but they're all just, they could be in Mean Girls. When is BioWare making Turian Mean Girls, by the way? That is such an untapped market. The whole world wants it. I love their cocksock hats. They put the figurine in the jar and then they drown it. Remember the tender loving care of many men repairing their figurines with hot glue. They drown it in exactly what you'd think they'd drown it in. How many days does that take? You have to be a very impressive man to have like an entire mason jar's worth of spunk in a single load, right? In fact, that doesn't sound very healthy. Like, I feel like you're gonna end up looking like the inside of a Dalek as soon as you burst that amount free in one go. Like, you're gonna be working on that for a good couple weeks, right? Maybe even more, depending on how pathetic you are. No, depending on just how much you're spunking. So, does it curdle? At some point, it's bound to become a solid, right? Unless you're refrigerating it. Let's delve into the mechanics of drowning plastic men in spunk. Honestly, seems like something you would make up and you've never heard of it. Fuck you, Horcrux. I cannot fathom the smell. If someone this dedicated is gonna do it at least 5 times a day. With diminishing returns, of course. Or diminishing, it's not returns, it's not coming back to you. You're not reabsorbing that. Although, fuck me, that would be impressive. Actually, you just dip it back in at the end and just use your cock as a straw. I mean, if you got a big date night coming, that's one way to get rid of it. And recycle.
My wife is going to be so impressed.
You reckon they eat lots of pineapple to ensure their figurines only get the best? I mean, you'd hope so, right? Especially if it's a little homunculus. Like, if they've actually... This is the future. This is Mass Effect, right? Like, you don't need figurines anymore. Whatever you get, it's some kind of Black Mirror horrible experiment. It's alive in there. If you're gonna let it bathe in your hot, sticky man gunk, you're gonna want to treat it right. Why does everyone know about Akuz? I guess this is why people are supposed to come to me. I guess I survived the most intense fucking battle of a very, very long time. But I didn't save anyone. I witnessed horrible things. I hid in a closet somewhere, shivering and pissing and shitting all over the walls. And then someone came along and rescued me. So, like, I survived, yeah. But I'm broken and pathetic. Hold me.
How do you know
with
I'm
your
investigating
breasts,
anything here on the
Asian lady. I know I'm a war hero and everything, but what's really gonna make the headlines here? Conrad and his cockstraw.
And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
In the Mass Effect world, from all you know about it so far, what do you think you can ingest to make your spunk taste nice? Ben was actually singing about the cockstraw? Which of his beautiful, lovely masterpieces does he ever mention sucking up fluids through his own genitals? Rivers in your mouth, maybe? Evergreen? Oh, I really hope he hasn't named it Esmeralda. Oats in the water? Motherfucker was trying to make porridge out of it. The wolves, or maybe the black flies, come to scavenge? 7 bottles! He's moved on from jars. It's harder to escape the tiny little neck. Small things? All is now harmed. Keep your head up makes sense. I mean, otherwise you're gonna have to punch in air holes in a liquid, and that's kind of difficult to do, really. Oh, I get what you filth kegs are going on about. Fucking you are the boat that breached in the tail of Conrad. I don't think Conrad can breach shit, and that's why he's got the, it's probably why he's got the jar in the first place. The wife and kids, they're all a sham. They're all made out of various jam containers. Really disappointed no one wants to tell me how terrible their space life was growing up in the space slum. Eating space slime out of the... Michelle! I like you so much that I'm gonna ignore you for as long as I can and steal all your shit. You're a bitch to almost everything, but do you like the poor?
You can keep the Presidium. This is where the action...
She fucking loves it. All the action of starving homeless people bleeding out on the sidewalk. Fucking exciting stuff. This is like space NASCAR for them. Conrad got breached. That makes sense. But also he has kids. Maybe they were made in jars. Who knows? Maybe that's how they do it these days. Maybe scientists saw these terrifying assholes on the internet and was just, maybe there's something to this. And then, you know, that's how humanity thrived. That's why we were accepted into the space age. Thank you, semen-based torturers. I know it's how you make test tube babies, but maybe the jar is a nice, happy, warmer area. I don't know, it's more space. The fetus can hang out, have some friends over. Oh. Whoa! What? What the fuck do you want? I also feel really fucking bad about killing Turians. Garrus, don't be mad! This could be like his uncle. Though don't Turians fuck like rabbits? Aren't they like really, really expansionist and everything? Expansionist because they dare to have children on my watch. How dare you? What is this music? You guys know SpongeBob? You know the Jellyfish Jam episode? I'm pretty sure that is this. This is the completely different strip club. Why are there so many? I don't necessarily consider you human with hair like that. What the fuck? You're mostly geode.
Welcome to Flux.
I said for
Name's Doran.
Garrus and only Garrus. That is
What can I do
perfectly
for you?
understandable. Not Rex. You gotta love Rex. I don't recommend fucking Rex or potentially simping for him because it might lead to that. I just quite like to pitch camp in his mouth and just stay there for the rest of the game because nowhere could possibly be safer.
We've got some quasar stations, if you're interested.
Might not be able to reach the joysticks from Rex's mouth, but at least you get all the money because he only accepts money when he kills people. So, if you're willing to simp, have a list of victims in mind. They're about to get drowned in his war turtle bathwater. And he only bathes in his enemy's remains, so we better get that blood drive running. We might be able to make might be able to save some real lives with this. As long as we have a steady supply of ended ones.
I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me.
This man gets up on the pole.
Sorry, I don't want to bore you with
If
my
you
problems.
manage to bore me in Mass Effect, you're some kind of dark,
I'm interested
hexing
to hear what you
miracle
have to say.
witch woman. Girl of the
okay.
Glades,
My sister
bitch
Jenna
of the
left here to go
vile.
work. She's
But if you
working as an
succeed,
informant
I'm
for
drowning
suicide.
or burning
No,
you, depending
eavesdropping
on
on the people
what's
there.
less resource intensive.
find out.
I got a future best friend in CSEC who might be able to somewhat
You know who her contact
squeeze the
is?
squid, so to
No,
speak.
It's all very secret.
It's
Last time I had
potentially
an
in
officer,
his
he told me
skill
to stay out of
set. Take away that titty license.
Maybe I could help her understand just how dangerous Cora's Den is.
Yeah, I'll go
Just
punch
don't
your
tell her I
sister in the
sent you.
face so she
Well,
loses
I
her
should
job.
get back to
What a good Samaritan I am. Holy shit, a
Our
Volisted
sister
isn't a
Rita is
nightmare.
all
It's almost like I
worried
shouldn't
she
judge
might
their
be in some
entire
kind of
race
trouble.
against the 3 criminals
Not much
and
chance Jenna will
sleazy
change her
politician
mind,
Napoleon
though.
complex forbidden
Stubborn one.
balloons that we've met so far, huh?
If she
I wouldn't
wanted to
mind
come
working
back,
on my
I'd take
dribble
her in a
game with
second.
you. Not
Customers
necessarily
loved
meaning
her.
bouncing around in basketball. Although there would be a lot of bouncing. And you are so perfectly round. Flooding.
Enjoy your
101
time here at
with
Flux.
Uncle Strike. You just got a date.
Somebody rigged this machine to funnel credits through the system.
Somebody rigged your vocal cords to be some kind of horrible sand dune blasted mix between all the Pharaoh's Jew plagues, all on one guy's throat. How did 2,000 locusts taste, you chain-smoking, frog-spawn, gargling, spiky brain tumor farm? Can you tell I hate Kaiden? Can you tell I love gambling? Let's have a lot more of the latter and a lot less of that bitch. We're gonna be here for years. This is becoming a gambling stream now. TOS, TOS, TOS. Ow! Fuck, it got to literally 21 as well. No, I'm not good at this. We're leaving. I don't remember how to play. I mean, it's blackjack. Everyone knows how to play. I'm not black, and my name's not Jack, so I get a distinct disadvantage because this ain't my home turf. If it was called Block Jockey, I've been known to ride a horse in Minecraft. Once, maybe, at best, but there was never any skelebaner on the fucking sidelines, willing to pay up, willing to cough it out, willing to, baby bird some bone meal, but maybe it's a misleading phrase. I don't think that came out of his mouth. There's no connective tubing. A lot of people got some bullets aimed directly at my mouth, and I'm ready. Who am I to say no? What an offer. What a lovely, nutritious meal. He's right, Chief. This is indeed a big place. Why are you calling her Chief? Is she Chief Williams? Don't you outrank me, or is this just, have you suddenly started talking like Robin Williams? Time to therapize, Sonny Jim. Or the female equivalent, Daughtery Jane?
How do they keep all that ass from flying apart?
Melting pot is inadequate. Why don't we talk like this? I always expect the middle option to be sort of but when it's between your crew, like sarcastic mediation, just to bring everyone together, like, oh, Captain, you're so silly. And everyone forgets how mad they are, right? But this one is telling the very codex itself that its vocabulary is inferior, and that it needs to expand its mind. And that if it wants to melt pot, buy a space bomb. Or a
council
very
represents more
hot
races
Venus
than I thought.
flytrap. One
No wonder
attractive
the
enough to
government
actually catch Venus.
just
We're
wanna keep
high
everyone
up
warm.
enough.
If you expect to get me in a tinfoil miniskirt and thigh-high boots, I want dinner first.
Ready to move out, sir.
Kaiden wants to move out because he doesn't want to hear Mama and
We're in
Papa
traffic here. How
blonking.
fast do you think those
It's
cars
okay,
go?
man. We only explore Flange Palace when you're at school. Good luck getting that out of your head for your SATs, buddy. And, by the way, Yeah, I wear this Krogan armor. To be fair, I can fit my entire body into one of the leg holes, so it just adds to the layers of taboo. It's like strip teasing for a mole colony. And obviously, it doesn't even come close to the main taboo of the fact that they are biologically incapable. Of the sick acts that we perform in the air vents of your boy, Norman D. Norman. Don't know what the D stands for, probably one of the events that's about to occur. The drugging. And I don't mean the Krogans are biologically inept and incapable, and because I don't think this piece of lore has come up, but let's just say it's not because of the, twisty, turny, scaletrix, pretzels,
I know you.
food
You're
prep
Shepard,
cock
right?
Jenga
I
that
saw
we're
the
involved
monument
in.
at
Oh, no.
They got a whole section
I'm
about
sure
you
you'll
there.
find
It's a
that
miracle
they
you
are
survived.
more
Looks like
than
you have a
malleable.
They
They
require
require
optimum
optimum spooge flow, after all.
My name's
Isn't
Lang,
too difficult,
Officer
honestly, when it looks like you could do a
Citadel
keg
Security.
stand on that cock.
Anything I can help you with?
You're like Jabba the Hutt, except you chug 4 fucking protein shakes an hour. What happened to you? Who let the slug get buff? Genuinely, like, slugs are my biggest nightmare anyway. You add muscles into that? If there's a slug that can kick the shit out of me? I don't know, because I think the thing that terrifies me about slugs the most is the goo. If all slugs looked like this guy, I'd be fine. I'd happily step on him in the pitch black night. And honestly, that seems to be what he wants me to do.
That new club they just opened a few months ago? Wicked scene in there, Commander.
Yeah, there's like a whole 20 people in there. It's really poppin'. Funky fresh, as the youth proclaim. Step on me, Ed? I don't have shoes on, dude. I don't think my feet have ever touched human flesh. I'm sounding more and more like a murderer as deep as I want to know what lifeless human flesh feels like on my feet. I don't think that's a pleasant experience for anyone, Scott. I'll pass on that one. Maybe if I get myself some stilettos. Erotic roleplay, erotic roleplay, erotic roleplay, erotic roleplay, erotic roleplay. I'll roleplay as myself, except I have some stilettos. Does that work for you? It's working for me.
See you around, Commander.
Didn't even give him a fucking autograph. I mean, he didn't ask for one, but I feel like it was implied, right? We should probably just hand autographs to everyone we fucking meet, and I'm sure that won't get obnoxious in like 2 seconds at all. Where's Garrus? Are all these imposters wearing his fucking face? Or just, you know, the same race as him? But it's the same thing here. It makes me equally angry.
Looking you up.
His weird jiggly fingers. Who gave him tip jiggle physics? I really thought that this is where we see Garrus. I'm a terrible stalker.
Jorben will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help.
You really can't hand out like a single one of your space condoms, you selfish bitch. What's he gonna do with those pathetic little toothpick arms anyway? How did you become a cop? A literal newborn Turian could kick your ass. I'm way thicker than him. I got you, buddy.
He followed me all the way home, just waiting for a chance.
You know what? I can't blame him. You shouldn't wear an outfit quite so slutty. Who could ever resist? If only his little stubby nubbies could reach. How about I just biotic bowl him at you? I was about to say Wii Sports in real life, but that is sports. The Wii only starts spurting if you're bad at them, then the crowd
Is there something I can do?
bully.
Talk to your friend, maybe?
Strike one!
Would you?
Your parents
That's all I
hate
want.
you!
Someone to talk to.
That's the game!
Tell him
Cry,
to leave
nerd!
me. Anything's possible with Shorben these days.
I swear the
Well,
same
good
guy
luck.
was calling him Chorban like 5 seconds ago, and now it's suddenly like Shorben. Shorben sounds like the verb for committing the act of shorb. Or a strawberry after it's got down off the fucking lofty crucifixion of the uncapitalized T. Thrown off the shackles of a berry suffix for life. Progressive. Don't be held down by your labels. Alright, shorbos. Let's get a fucking shorbin. Let's shorb all over Shorben, shall we? See just how much his own personal shorbs can take. Until he hits us with a real nasty shore ban. Man, don't you think it's a chore to ban us, chore ban? Come on, why don't we invite you down the shore, and I can introduce you to my friend Ben. Recently got out of the sin bin. Can I put bin in there? There's not enough syllables in the world. Come on, Shorben, why don't I bake you a nice shoe bun? To really put us past this, you know? That way I don't have to beat you down with the lesser-known, forgotten, unsung hero of medieval weapons known as the Beck de Shorben. Oh, we're pushing it now. Alright, let's go jam a digital drinking straw up every single ice of every single fucking bloated mantis on this cyber station and suck out $30 a pop, even though we were just like, oh, no more that bastard, how dare he! 30 creds. 30 creds, my man. No matter if we need to store it in dirty sheds until the time of unfurling comes. Forget praying mantis. Start praying for mantis ice. I'm sure it's borderline legal and moderation, you know, sometimes you just slip and fall. And your lungs expand at the exact same fucking time. It's unavoidable, really. I've got an irritable, excitable, honestly, diaphragm. I just can't keep it on its leash. Because I think I'd choke to death. Same dude who's, shat on the prostitute? By shat on, like, he ain't scat.
A Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem.
I feel so bad for Scatman. He's such an adorable fucking man. And then after his death, all these freaks just crawled up from the depths of hell and started getting shat on and shitting on others. And they called it Scat. And now Scatman John's name is forever just in the shit. Quite literally. The world was a much better place when Scatman John was still alive. I would resurrect all the Beatles and kill them again and the remaining Beatles just to have Scatman John back for like a day. Even if I could just sniff the remaining hair on his corpse. What the fuck is that? Kaiden! Stop it! We don't engage in scat here! He's literally shat in the fucking corridor just to spite me. The docking bay, I mean, I'd love to do some docking. I'm sure we all would, isn't that right, Kaiden? Especially after you've begun your scat, session? I guess it's called? Or did we cut him off in the middle? Did we blue balls him? Or brown balls? I'm just walking around the fucking slums right now, looking at all the withering, dying hobos, and it's making me tear up. Not because I feel bad for the hobos, but it's just like, I'm home. Like they will never be. Spook them and then just caress them. Make them feel all safe again.
Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the keepers?
And suck $30 out of their suitcased rectum package? Like, fuck yeah.
It's impossible to stand.
Aspect speedrun at 6%. We're about to lose out on the world record. Gotta pull a gun on Chorban. Start sucking. Maybe this guy will do it. I don't imagine he'll be able to provide the ultimate blowjob when even saying a single syllable requires God, I hate doing that, but I gotta do it for the joke. I gotta do it so I can suck. The face circle is a vacuum. He's like a Henry Hoover made of meat. I'm into it. Gotta make him like me. You gave me $30 fucking dollars? Dude, that's as much as I can suck out of a keeper's asshole. I hope I can marry into your beautiful, beautiful royal kingdom and thusly devour my beautiful seductress on a bed of iceberg lettuce and Henry Hoover slabby patties. I imagine it's all mincemeat as well, so it's gonna look like just rotary layers of worm after worms. Wait a minute, weren't there meant to be assassins on the way through here? Are you gonna knock me out of my luxury 4-seater yet zero-wheeled fat skateboard of traveling fast and fasting travel-y? I mean, if all I have to do to be a part of your religion is not eat travel mix, I don't think I'm gonna have much of a problem. Sign me up, Ganesh. I can't believe your big blue trunk wouldn't accept me before my physicality became 2.5% more impressive after I kicked the travel mix. What is it about coriander potato snacks you hate so much? You azure elephantine trickster. Or by travel mix, do you mean Joker's dad rock mixtape extravaganza fucking reverberating off each and every venti panel with each testy-fueled that Chad Kroger wants to release in the year of 2003 to 2007? No, please, God, I will start fasting that as fast as possible. Sorry, Nickelback. I still love you. I had to do it for the joke! I have no integrity! I guess this is why I'll never make it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Bonk, 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 bonk. It's F. A bitch slap is the greatest way to pay your respects, after all. We just traded places! That was really, really cute! Like murdery musical chairs, but without the chairs. I think I can also put my friend's commands on here. No, I can't. I've just told Kaiden to throw one of the strippers off the fucking edge of the Citadel. Good job me, good job me. Where the hell is Jenna? Is it this guy? Are you Jenna? It's a very impressive beard for a sister. Congratulations, madam. Let's engage in the lap dance. Can I get some information? Is it one of those scenes? No, but we can relax. Lay back, let your hair down, dude. Oh my god, the death stare that I am receiving right now. Sit forward, get a closer look at all those this is nothing. Can you imagine being that stripper? Dude comes over, sits down, perfectly still, like he's got all the schizophrenia in the world. And starts to relax, leans back a little bit, still staring cold, no smile, no emotion on the face whatsoever. Stays there for 3 seconds. I am nothing but bones kind of pose. Gets up and leaves. Imagine how soul-crushing, how confidence-ravaging that must be. Kaiden, go give the lady what she deserved. Like, this is... I'm so sorry, lady. All the sexuality your blue fucking collection of strapped up gourds contains that creates all of your suction cuppy fucking calamari body. Somewhat undercooked, but I'm probably not gonna send it back to the kitchen. I kind of already gave her the ultimate fucking snub. But all the sexuality her Crayola classic fucking perfect hypno body contains is less interesting to Shepard than wasting the 8,000 fucking free milkshake loyalty card co-op coupons that he has saved up after many trips to a suspicious back alley spa where he is definitely paid to thump some bruises into a few more of the withering gents of the area. He's more interested in saving the world and striking up a conversation with beautiful mutton chops Jennifer over there. I guess you're more of a venison rump Vanessa, aren't you? Goodbye. You're perfect for Kaiden. He's got a real taste for gamey chews. What the hell's going on? You got two? Two of the exact same character model? Oh, she looks deathly sad. That's really horrible. Are we cloning women just so they can be fucking strippers? This is incredible. Why hasn't this world thought of that?
Hi, I'll be with you in just a sec.
I love how the bartender also wears this outfit. Good for you, Jenna. No, we can wait. I don't think she's gonna die in the 3 seconds between now and when she comes back.
I'll wait right
Unless the bald guy over there unleashes some more of his Dementor emotion sap powers or his fucking barren scalp.
I don't get paid to stand around and look pretty.
Then what's with the bondage gloves? Who you slapping with up? Did I fail? I refuse failure. I'm not bald. His distinct lack of flavorful follicles may impact his ability to, shall we say, have a bountiful harvest from the Minge Meadow. But that isn't an excuse to unleash a fucking epidemic of the only 3 gingers still alive in 100 years from now. Pick anyone else! Gingers are the equivalent of fucking tranquil mages from Dragon Age. No one wants to be one. Just like tranquils, gingers can shave, but the raging, graded root of tasting vaguely okay on a biscuit and then nowhere else ever again until we invent Asia never truly unhands them from within. And honestly, I prefer the flavor of souls, even in my Asian food. I'm not in the camp that believes they're stolen away every time he gets snapshotted on a Butlin's disposable Camaroo. So yeah, keep it out of my stir-fry too. And don't pretend that you're fucking strawberry blonde just so you can cuddle up to my water chestnuts. I don't want strawberries in my savory nude twist. Jesus Christ.
Push off. I never did nothing to you.
I'm just constantly getting out
think they can run the place.
Shepard. At least they're calling us newcomers and not just reducing us to humans every single time. Although to be honest, maybe that's even worse. That's implying little guy's first ejaculation was a mere 3.5 seconds ago. Hey, when he pushed me, you didn't see what he was doing with his other not-so-noble tendril, alright? Let's just say, oh boy, he would do it. Yes!
What are you waiting
for? My boy! Okay. I'm arguably as excited to hang out with Rex and Garrus. Rex's fingers just have too many fucking 72 ab packs to be able to fucking sign my autograph. Garrus basically has ink in every single ring finger. When he flips the bird at you, he signs your eyebrow slant before you even let out a "fuck you, Mantis Martin." You know?
I was told you could help me find someone.
Gary.
Garrus? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
This man better back the fuck off. You leave my dad alone, and you leave my daddy alone. Tried to get both of them in one fucking sentence. I very much believe him. Always believe the man at the pub.
Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Absolutely not. I'm keeping them all for myself. Every last one of my herpes are equally important to me. It's like an extra Pogo Pog collection that you can eat. Ah, what flavor is this one gonna be? Ah, it's a nice tube of Stacy's bareback triumvirate Tilterminch. Ah, yes, I remember very well.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the
Oh, that's why anyone bothered conceiving her. You may be the first French woman that your dad does not regret having a wank before he fucked your mom, so he could reshuffle. It's like a mulligan, you know, it's a mulligan of sperm before you get your Hearthstone opening hand. Oh, woman, French. Why do I have such a feminine, fancy penis? Jab all of my extremities into the wound and twist. Alcohol! In a job this traumatic! Oh, does baby need his formula because I'm too much of a man's man to breastfeed? All that'll come out is raw iron brew and lactic acid. But hey, if you want to be milk blasted by the pain train, well, Rex is over there, and he's very much struggling with getting pregnant, so this might be a nice experience for him. Pucker up, powder dump.
Every day I plow through enough red tape to choke a rhino.
You've got roller skating fucking Krogans on this fucking ship, and you go with rhino. No one cares about rhinos anymore. I mean, they absolutely went extinct forever ago. And they could not rock a figure skating tutu like a
Save your
Krogan.
sermons. This ain't no church.
It might be the exact opposite. But you know what? If more churches, like, incorporated stripping into their sermons, into their fucking mass, whatever the fuck, maybe more people would consider it. I know I would. I know Shepard would. Might give Kaiden a bit too much of a headache, though. Nosebleed with the power of a hydro jetpack, perhaps. Unless we bring in the Tutu Krogan, or even the Rhinos. No, how could I be so silly? There's not enough fairy dust and prissy fabric in the world to make that happen. That's a mile-wide hunk of searing fashion flesh, and you think we can cover it? On this budget? In this economy? Yeah? Have you heard of education? Have you been privy to the supernatural phenomena known as book? Even for the sake of Kaiden's nose hose, I can't make that happen. The hose his nose becomes at the side of those hose. Wearing pantyhose, that's a weird strip club. That's a very German strip club.
Well, do you know Captain
God, the
Anderson?
only thing I'd be stripped of if I went to a German one with Captain Anderson would be my dad and my dignity.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir.
Especially if it was an accidental
Probably
meet, and
the Alliance ranks
well, he was
so
waiting
fast.
for me in the back
Military
room.
loves brown nosers.
Best seats in the house.
The captain's
right,
a good soldier.
Dad.
Sure,
Or is that
whatever.
Mr.
Dress him in a
Gauscooch
fancy
to
suit,
me now?
pencils.
He's the Johnny kind of
But if
scat
he's
man.
so
His
great,
nose ain't
I'd
brown.
expect us to go ask
wait,
him about that.
Yeah, it is. But all of them is. Dad, what have you been doing?
What do you know about Garrus?
I know everything.
He still figures he
I
can
know
save
what
the
his
world.
teeth smell like on Wednesdays.
A million light years from where humanity began, and we walk into a bar filled with men drooling over half-naked women shaking their asses on a stage. I can't decide if that's funny or sad.
Shepard seems to be drooling over the hairs on the back of your neck, so, I'd say count yourself lucky. You didn't even need to undress. Maybe that's terrifying, actually. It's got the DNA of, like, old BioWare in here still. And the TNA of old BioWare if you're lucky enough to look over my shoulder. While facing me. rest your chin on my frontal peck in the middle of conversation. You'll see the scantily clad blueberries that you came for. Maybe the real soggy cock behavior was argumentative Death Note name drops that I'm gonna, jot down for later. Get the little, Disneyland costumed up autograph and just dot it down in there. Oh, Pluto, yes. Just leave a handprint. I can make it work. Shinigamis were bound to incorporate some forensics down the line. Oh, I'm gonna kill you through your dental records. Which I think you can only get after you're dead. I'ma kill your weird gummy corpse, bitch! Whoa! Okay, Kaiden hates the strip club so much. It's giving him such a fucking pounding headache that he's actually trying to fly away. He's flapping his fucking wing. It's not gonna work, dude. I don't care how much of a biotic god you are. You got problems, Septimus? Who the fuck's calling you Septimus in space, by the way? Humans were called Septimus. Septimillion Priuses ago. Fuck it, this is cultural appropriation. Cancel this man right now.
All right, I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. You're
I
a
thought
bright kid.
Turians would like melt if they reach water. I thought they were like witches or something. Sure, I love me some money.
Here's to soldiers acting like soldiers.
You were just about to go and take a fucking cold shower and you're drinking more?
Commander.
Just gonna shower himself in alcohol and light him on fire.
General yourself.
It doesn't get any colder than that. It's freezer burns, it's fine. Molotov cocktail on the rocks. Thinking about what I said about the Death Note. Feeling like I'm a real long mong. I mean, I guess that implies that only dead people have teeth. I was younger back then, that 30 seconds ago. I don't know what the hell I was talking about. If anyone wants to bite into the side of my bloodstained psychosis flipbook and leave a nice little imprint, well, you don't want a prize. You win, my fingers probably coming in contact with your saliva, which is hyper-conveniently the exact same opportunity that Fist is gonna get. If he's a lucky boy, and I've got some fisting of my own to do, probably in the general direction of that feisty little Fister himself. The old fist, twist, and toxic mist combo, All before we've even kissed, too. Damn, we move fast, and I got a lot of toxication. I've been chewing these raisins for far too long. Where better to deposit than on this perfectly healthy, harvestable lip virgin? Let's pop that pick and mix gummy lip cherries, huh? Why the fuck do I have about as much renegade as Paragon? When life gives you the eggs of a wren, I guess you make ren-egade? Kill me. Please, just do it. Please. It's just ladder fantasizing. That can't be a mark against me, against my Chinese social credit score. Come on! I'm not that much of a danger to 100-acre wood society. What do you mean? There's no pipe bombs in the honeypot. All because you asked one man to eat a Bible like a fucking squeaky toy. One man! It's not like I asked 12 women or half a gecko. People are insane.